Hi, welcome to my studio. I'm not painting at the moment, I'm just having a quick break, and I thought I would jump on to show you a new bit of technology that I have just acquired that I am hoping will transform some of the editing of my videos and things. And they are little Raycon earbuds. Go. Quite neat, aren't they? Up to now, I've just been using wired earbuds like this, and if you stick around, I will tell you where those came from. My name's Liz Chatterton. I'm a watercolour artist based in Berkshire. Every week I share a tip or trick that I wish I'd known about ages ago. This week I'm doing something different and telling you about a bit of tech. Do you listen to music while you're painting, or do you just like the sound of silence? I, on the whole, tend to listen to speech. So I listen to the radio and then I shout at the radio if they're saying things I disagree with. I listen to podcasts, and quite a lot of the time actually I just quite like the silence and listening to the birds and possibly talking to myself. I thought maybe I'd start listening to music a bit more if I did have some wireless earbuds, because I don't like feeling physically tethered. I've been looking at them and then I thought, do you know what? I'm quite clumsy and I do lose things fairly regularly. If I had some of these, do you know, they'd fall out of my ears. I wouldn't be able to find them. It would be a hassle. And I just discounted the idea. So in the interests of transparency, Raycon did reach out to me and offered me these for free if I wanted to try them. So given I was thinking about getting some anyway, I said yes please. Now I went and poked around YouTube and looked at reviews, and all the reviews were terribly technical. They were from people who were talking about the audio profile of the this and that, and had graphs and talking about decibels and blah blah blah. Well, that doesn't interest me. In the end, I want them to be comfortable. I want them to be really easy to use. I want them to sound okay. I want them to not fall out of my ears, and I want them to be affordable. That's kind of what's important to me. These little earbuds seem to hit the mark. So I chose, let me show you, I chose blue ones, and then you can choose a separate case, and I did choose a very bright yellow case on the grounds that would be really hard to lose. In fact, look, it matches my toucan above me, which is rather nice. And they have been really comfortable. They come with a range of the little silicone ear pieces, so you can find one that's the right size for your ear canal, which means they're comfortable and they won't fall out. I think in that week it's only fallen out once. I found them really easy to use. They really are sort of click and go. Connect to my phone, which is an Android, really easily. I have struggled with the connection to my iPad, and it was really the connection to the iPad is what I needed them for, because I do all the film editing on the iPad, and a few times I've had to reboot so that it will actually connect, and that's a little bit annoying. In terms of affordability, they're about £65. I think Raycon are going to give me a discount code, but they haven't yet, so I hope it comes through by the time I've edited this video. Look at the description and hopefully there'll be one there for you. Puts them in that sort of affordable price range, and then you've got to look at the functionality. It's all sort of tap and go, so you tap on the earbud to turn the volume up, you tap on the left to turn it down, long press sort of toggles between the different modes. It's got active noise cancellation, which I haven't really been able to test. I kind of need to go on a train or a plane to test that out, and I haven't been anywhere in the last week. But it's meant to cancel the noise out, which is good, but you can turn that off. So say you were out walking and you wanted to hear what's going on around you, you don't want to be in your little bubble, then you can turn that off, which is great for not getting run over by a car. They are dust and waterproof, which is handy. You might not wear them in the shower. If I'm running between the house and the studio in the rain, then they are waterproof. I tend to forget about charging things up until they're on the red light. And these earbuds have a really good battery life. It's 32 hours, or 10 minutes charge gives you an hour and a half of use. I haven't charged them yet this week. So the other thing I said that was important was, well, what do they sound like? There's no point having them in a pretty coloured case lasting for hours if the noise isn't that great. Me, because I'm listening to speech, sounds pretty good. So I got my husband, who is a musician, to test them out for me. He's a bass player, and he came back saying that actually he thought they were pretty good unless you really push the volume on them, and then he said they were a bit harsh. So I guess if you're in a very noisy environment and trying to balance that up, using that active noise cancellation and trying to listen to what you're doing, then you might find the sound a bit harsh. The thing that I've noticed is that the controls, like tapping for the volume going up, it doesn't always seem to recognise what you're doing. Now that could be that I'm not very accurate with my tapping. As a sort of entry-level wireless earbud, they kind of do what you want them to do, and they are an infinite improvement on my old wired earbuds, which basically I nicked off an aeroplane when we were coming back from Costa Rica, having seen the toucans. You could argue that anything's going to be an improvement on that, and that's certainly true.